Just a reminder on this Monday morning, if you haven't grabbed our app yet, there's a lot of weather going on this week. You keep track of all of it. Noyes is 1 degree outside, weather on the App Store and Google Play. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet and you watch these videos, please make sure you do that. We really would appreciate your support. Hi, Matt Noyes, 1 degree outside, Weather Network, and here's what's going on in Noyes' notes. The big idea of the next few days. Look, with each storm, today and again, heading into Tuesday night and Wednesday, you're going to end up with warmer and warmer air coming in, less and less snow. But there's still a pretty good dump of snow that comes to ski and snowmobile country late today, this evening, and tonight. And then warmth, wind, and rain comes in for a lot of us heading into Wednesday. We'll get to that in just a minute. So a school day feels like forecast. We go to the 40s today in a lot of central and southern New England, but it feels like the 30s. The impact on the body, just you've got the clouds thickening up. Showers generally developing between 1 and 3. Let me get you over to the radar forecast and show you this. And you can see there's the leading edge at 1 p.m. into western New England. If we go forward to about 3, it's inside of 495 coming in through 95. Now, the blue is snow and the pink is a mix. So at first, you actually start as rain at Route 2. North of Route 2 in far northwestern Middlesex County, you may go to a brief mix for a little while as we get to the end of the day and the sun goes down. Mostly that'll be short-lived and retreating to the north. Notice where the snow is found by 7:30 this evening. Lakes region, mountains. And then when you get along interior Maine anyway, north of the Turnpike or on the northern end of the Turnpike, that's where you find the snow coming down by 11 p.m. Still raining in southern New England, about a half-inch of rain all told in the southern half of New England. But in northern New England, it's going to be snowing into the night tonight. So let's take a look and show you how much we think there'll be. Again, nothing for most of southern New England. A coating to an inch as you come into extreme northern Worcester County. 1 to 2, the light blue being 2 inches, even coming up toward Concord. And in the farther north and west you go, especially in the higher terrain of southwest New Hampshire, you get 3 or 4, maybe an isolated spot, 6 inches of snow, but I think generally 3 and 4. Central and southern green, same thing. The purple that you see is where we may pick up as much as 8 inches, but that's mostly reserved for the high terrain. Same thing in the whites, the presidentials, the high terrain picking up perhaps 8 inches. Generally, though, it's 2 and 3 and 4 coming outside of Wolfboro and Meredith. And then there's 6 inches in the deep blue on some of the pockets in the hilltops. Same thing in the central and northern greens. Notice a little bit of what we call shadowing, less in the way of precipitation northwest of the whites. Same thing when you get into the Champlain Valley. Snowmobile country does pretty well here. Generally a 2 to 5 inch snow that comes in. But again, the deeper blues are the purples, the 6s, and the isolated 8s that show up as well. In Maine, if you're by Portland, you're getting a mix out of this. It really doesn't come to much snow. The farther north that you go, though, mid-coast Maine, all the way up into the mountains, you get more. And then the farther north still, you start to run out of moisture. So Holton probably only gets about a coating to an inch or so, maybe a couple when you get up by Presque Isle. In terms of what comes next, this thing buzzes on by. Tomorrow we're going to find just these leftover, a shower here and there. Most of the day is not spent with rain. But we're getting ready for a big gob of Gulf of Mexico moisture to come north. Here it is in here on Tuesday night into Wednesday, 1 to 2 inches of rain, windy and warm, high temperatures in the 50s in southern New England, rain all the way to the North Country as well. It'll make a mess, obviously, where we've got snow. There'll be ponding of water on the roads and highways, things of that nature for where there's snow melt to go along with the rain. But admittedly, by Wednesday night into Thursday, and this is important, you go over to snow, heavy stuff in upstate New York. Some of the mountains of Vermont may end as some accumulating snow. And notice Thursday, even Thursday into Friday, you get the lake effect snow going, and that's going to be kind of revived along the western slopes of the Greens and even the Berkshires. So you'll start trying to make up for the damage almost immediately after the rain is done. Swag.1degreeoutside.com if you'd like to purchase any of the merch. All right, that's how it looks for now. That deep dive into meteorology, our 1 Degree Outside insights for you. Coming up later this morning, we'll post it to the homepage, 1degreeoutside.com. Of course, our YouTube channel as well, and right atop our app home screen.